Hi everyone, so here we are again with part number 11. Well, it's not for the first time we're going to be here. So, alright, let's start with this. So technically, we can't start with this corner right here, but we're going to start with this one. Okay? Alright? And we're going to kind of work our way back and then we'll jump towards the front of the part again. Right? So, looking at this. Right? So that bottom part here is too tall. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up 2, and then along the bottom, we go over 2, up 1, over 2, down 1, over 2, up 2. Okay, just drawing this space right off the bat. Okay, we're going to kind of anchor ourselves in the part here. And then don't forget that little line right there. Okay, so now what we need to do is off of this corner, we're going to go over 4 to the right, to the left here. Okay. Then to define this corner, we're going to come forward 2 right here. All right. So we don't know the slope of this upper face right now, so we can't define where this rectangle stops. So we're just going to ignore it for right now. Okay. Then here, okay, we're going to continue to the left 4 more. Right here. And then that pops up 1 for that inside ledge there. And then we're going to continue another 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, just like that. Then from there, we have these tick marks, which tell us we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from this corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then what we can see here is we go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total. You can also see that here because we go 2, 2, 2, 2. That's 4 2s, so that's 8. So that checks out. Then so that's 2, 4, 6, 8 to this corner. Okay. So we got that. Then, okay, we're gonna come to the right along this edge till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're gonna come to the right 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right here. Okay, so there we go. That means we can bring this over 8, or we can come to the right 7 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that checks out. So we have this upper plane mapped out. Okay? All right. So now we can define what this slope is over here. Okay? We've already gone up to, the part is a total of 6 tall because that's 1 plus 5 over here. So we're going to go up 6. Which that doesn't look quite right. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. Remember, our part is a total of 6 tall. We've already gone up 2. So technically we're going to go up 4 from there. Okay? That should line us up. Okay? And then we have all of this over here. Okay? So we should have 4 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our run is 7 and our rise is 4, which is going to be fun. Okay? So bringing this down, okay, just like that. Technically, The easiest way we're going to do this in order to map out where this rectangle is, because we don't have a defined height for it, is over here we're going to count over 6, okay, which is going to help us define where this whole thing happens. Okay, so from back here we're going to count forward 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is our starting point. And we're going to technically connect it down to here, okay? And that should help us define where our corner is going to be, okay? Straighten that out a little bit. There we go. Okay? So, because of that, we're going to go up to this point, just follow it up to where we hit the line, because that's where our inner corner is, okay? So right here, we're going to bring that down, and technically that also maps out the slope here, okay? So you can trace that light line down darker to make sure that you know that this space is done, okay? From there, we can transpose this over 2. So if you look at it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So off this corner, we can count up 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5 right here. Okay? Connect that rectangle, and then you can connect this slope over, which should be parallel to that one. Okay? All right. That should be everything for the oblique planes and the flat planes for number 11. Now what we get to do is draw our circles. Okay? So starting with the front one here, it is 1 away from the front edge, and the diameter is 2. Okay? So we're right along here. Then what we see is a distance of 1 from the left-hand side. So we're going to have a lovely square right here for that circle. Okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to do the back right circle right here, which it looks like it's 1 away from this right-hand side edge before we drop off to our slope. Diameter is 2 again. So we're 1 away here and 2 away from that. Then I would also take a gander that we're also 1 away from the back edge there. Okay? So here we have our squares for our circles. Okay? This is on a plane that it faces up. So we're going to have a front back, side to side, front back, side to side. Draw your dots. Okay? And then draw your circles around here. Dot, dot, and dot, and dot. And then just bring it around like so. Okay? All right. Touch up this line. And then we're going to jump right into the orthos. Okay? All right, so here we go with our orthos. Okay? So, we have this interesting leg right here, which is 1 up from the very bottom of the part. So technically, I would normally start here, but I'm going to start 1 up. Okay? We know this part to be 4. This is 4. Okay? And we know the part to be a total of 14 long. So that's 8. This is going to be 6. Okay? So I'm going to count over 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that. I'm going to drop down 1. Continue over 4. Okay? I know I'm going to have a corner there. Okay? And then I'm going to continue another 4 to hit this side right here, which then pops up 2. Okay? I'm going to wait to draw this vertical line until we have our slope defined. Okay? Since we know that this distance is 1 and our total height is 6, This distance up here is 5, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from this dot, okay? Fill this in a little bit. Okay? This ledge right here is 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right here, which should bring us over 7 and down 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, checks out. So just connect this as straight as possible to here, okay? Not quite a 1/2. Then right here where you had this corner marked out, just bring it up to where you hit the slanted line. And that's going to be good for the views that we can see right now. Okay? Now we have to take care of this slot right here, which is one up from the bottom, the very bottom. Okay? And that's going to be a hidden line all the way through, because if you remember from where it showed us the part, we had a bunch of hidden lines coming off of this, which tells me that it goes all the way to where this little plane is. And this little guy right here is a ledge all the way through, because we don't have anything drawn underneath of it, okay? So, now we just gotta draw our circles, which they're one away from the left, one away from the right-hand edge right there, okay? So, one away, all the way through the part here, one away from this edge, like so. Their diameters are 2. So going to end up with a space of 1 between them, and then your center lines are like so. There you go. That's it for the front view. Now we're going to look at the side view, okay? So we know we got this corner right here at 2, all right? So now 2 away from that, we're going to have this corner, which goes up 2/6, or you can do it along the bottom, over 2, up 1, over 2, down 1, over 2, and then back up 2. So you can draw this out. There you go. Okay? So from there, we need to go up 4 to reach the top of our part, which extends all the way across here. But we're going to have this weird little ledge right here. Don't worry, we're going to get to it. So have this go all the way over and then all the way down. Okay? What you can do is now transpose this edge over, which is going to be 4.5 tall. So right here, drop that down so you can see that rectangle, okay? And notice how, so technically, what's weird is this goes all the way through the part, so we're not going to have an object line here. Even though it looks like we should, we're not, okay? Because it cuts through to this plane right here, which we don't see, which is 1 high, which we're just going to bring all the way over right here. Okay, because it goes all the way through the part front to back. Now what we get to do is draw our circles again. Okay, so they're 1 away from that edge and 1 away from this edge. So we're going to have a hidden line drop all the way down here, but it stops at the hidden line that's at the bottom, because technically they're over open space. So bring that down. And then notice how we have this object line kind of in the middle here. Just do your best to have a small dash and a longer one right there, and I'll call it good. Okay? Then for the other one, we got 1 away from this back edge. Bring that down to the bottom hidden line, like so. 2 away from that. We got another hidden line I'm not going past into this space because it's technically empty back here. And then our center line should look like this. Okay? It stops at that object line because it's technically behind where it is. Just make sure you have a long dash where you can see it. Okay? That's it for our side view. Moving on to our top view. Okay? We're looking here. We're going to bring this up. Went too far with my arrow. Okay? So bringing this over right here to here. Okay? Technically, that corner right here on the right-hand side is empty space, but we'll get to it. All right? So here we have a space of 7 for this top plane here. So that's 7. And then it comes all the way down here to 4. Okay? It's technically a space of 3 here. So 3 away from that, we're going to have our corner that's going to jump in 2 and then over 4. Because technically right here is going to be our hidden line corner. So we're just going to mark that real quick. Okay? So connecting our lines for right now, we should be seeing this. And this is all empty. Okay? That's technically a dot we don't need. Okay? Then we're going to continue back 6 right here. So that's 2, 4, 6 to here. Alrighty. Then it comes all the way over 14 to here. Bring this down and all the way over to there. Okay? We're going to have this leg come all the way across like so. And I say we're looking pretty good right now. Now for our hidden lines, this guy's going to come up 1 in from this edge. Okay? And go all the way through the part, like so. Then we have to mark out where this slot is, which is 2 in from either side here, okay? And that's going to be a hidden line all the way over to the next hidden line, because that's how far it goes before it hits empty space. Like so. Okay? Here we go. So now all we have to do is draw our circles, and then we're going to be done with number 11, I believe. Okay? Yep, number 11. All right, so looking at our circles, this left-hand side is 1 away from either edge right here. Okay? Then this one is technically going to meet right there with that hidden line there. So it's a little hard to see. Okay? This orange is like brand new and don't want to give me anything. But it does line up with that hidden line right there. Okay? So, we'll draw this one first to get it out of the way. Got our crosshair, our dots, and it's just going to barely touch that hidden line right around there. We'll do the same here. And then boom, you're done with number 11. Okay? If you're confused about anything, make sure you ask me in class or message me on Canvas, and I'll gladly help you out. For now, have a great night.